of Indiana County. Our visit this morning presented by Marcus and Mack, voted the best law firm and the best personal injury lawyer 4 years in a row now in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Voted number one again as the best historical and genealogical society in Indiana County is, well, you went through all that, didn't you? Jonathan, good morning.
Todd, thanks for having me on.
It's good that you're here with us today. You got a bunch of things coming up.
Yeah, here to talk about history, and the month of September is just packed up at the Historical Society.
Yeah.
A little bit of different stuff for everyone. So we actually already had our first event last week, and it was an author talk which covered a World War I aviator from the Salzburg area.
Really?
And yes, and so if you missed that talk or it sounds interesting, we actually recorded the whole talk, and it's up on our website, hgsic.org.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That would be one of those guys that actually flew and tossed the bomb out.
He tossed the bomb. From the talk, I guess they could carry up to 3 bombs in their laps. I could not imagine carrying a bomb in my lap while flying a plane that has some questionable mechanics to it.
Yeah, the aerodynamics. And when you threw that bomb, who knows where it was going to go?
Exactly. You had to guess. You had to be a pretty good shot.
Well,
but
that's cool.
Yeah, so that already happened, but folks can check out the talk on our website if they'd like. But we have 5 more events this month. 5, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. So what you got?
So in order, we have, coming up on Friday, we actually have an exhibit opening for the Where We Used to Shop exhibit, followed by the Victorian Ladies' Tea on September 13th. And then we have our 3rd annual piano program on the 16th, featuring our 1858 Chickering Square Grand piano.
Yeah.
And then on September 26th, we have the Elegant Evening at the Clark House. Get to step back in time there in the mansion. And then finally, to close off the month and to kind of transition us into our October events, is Fireside Tales on September 30th.
Ooh,
Yes.
all right. That does sound pretty interesting. Take me back to that first one, though. Where we used to shop?
Yeah, so I did notice hanging on the wall in here in the studio that you have the line drawings that were done of downtown, and they feature a lot of the shops like Troutman's and Brody's, Montgomery Ward. So we wanted to take people back to that downtown Philadelphia of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So we have on display sort of a storefront in the museum, which shows items that you would have purchased at the store, information on them. We have receipts, we have hat boxes, we have, artwork that was actually pulled from those buildings.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a nostalgia trip down memory lane for a lot of people.
Shopping bags?
Yes, shopping bags. We even have someone loaned us a child's coloring mat from Waxler's, I believe.
There you go.
Yeah, so,
I was just thinking of Waxler
yes.
when you said all this.
Yes. So that's the opening reception is actually on Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And rumor has it that someone got their hands on the Capital recipe, and they're going to try and replicate it for the event.
Oh,
So,
Capital
yes.
rolls are legendary.
Yes. And a lot of the one thing that a lot of people report when they talk about their memories of these places is the smell when they walked in, specifically with the Hill's store, where it was popcorn and hot dogs, and that really stuck with people.
The Hill store?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember well. You had Hills and Westons up on top of the hill there.
Yes.
And then further out, you had David Weiss, and all of those.
Yeah. So we were able to cover pretty much the department stores in town, and we've already received contact from other folks about covering some of the specialty stores in town, like your shoe stores and
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
But that's free. Again, that's 6 to 8 on this coming Friday, the 12th.
Nice.
Yes. Following that, we have our ladies' tea on Saturday, and those tickets are still available. And it will be, again, a program produced by Mary Jo Bose, and this time she's doing a tea party about tea parties. So it's going to cover literature and film, where tea parties and tea became sort of that those memorable scenes. So she always has a great group of actors, and our volunteers always put together a wonderful spread of sandwiches and sweets.
Mary Jo is so cool. Isn't
She is awesome, and she the way her mind kind of puts things together, it makes it. it makes a fantastic program. And I think that's why folks have continually come back to the Victorian ladies' teas.
She makes a mean cookie too.
Oh, she does. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So that's Saturday.
Yep, that's Saturday.
Now, how you said tickets are still available?
Yeah.
How do people get them?
On our website, or if they want to stop into the society, so hgsic.org online, or if they want to visit us up at the Armory on Wayne Avenue, they can stop in and purchase a ticket.
All right. Very good. So that's 2 events you've told us
Yes, that's
of.
2 events. Then the following Tuesday on the 16th, we have our 3rd annual piano program, and that features the 1858 Chickering Square Grand Piano, which we sort of resurrected. There were, when it came to us, it had broken strings, it had keys that didn't work, the outside was a little bit dirty, and through a lot of support from our membership, we put out a call, said we'd like to restore this and get it back into working condition, and they answered the call. And over a number of months, we had a piano technician work on it, and now it is in a playable format. Yes.
So the soundboard was still good.
Yes, it was still good. It was amazing. It's a slightly different action, a little bit more touchy, but overall, I mean, it's missing an octave too on the upper end. So it's a big square grand piano. Was just up at the Allegheny Portage National Historic Site this past weekend, and they have a Chickering piano in their parlor as well.
Really?
But I don't think that they play it on a regular basis.
All right. So who's going to be playing?
So we have 3 musicians, 3 mystery musicians that Hazel Johnston and Scott Kramer are 2 volunteers who kind of orchestrated this event, have gathered. And we have one person who we'll call a veteran, a piano veteran.
Okay.
Another person who just graduated from college at IUP here, and then a third person who just graduated from high school. So there is a wide range of experience and style. So we are excited for that. And it's a free event, so and it's in the Clark House. So
That's next Tuesday.
Yes, next Tuesday.
Okay. What time again?
That's at 6:30.
Okay.
Yeah, 6:30.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yes, it is. And we have photographs of the interior of the Clark Mansion when the family was living there. And looking into the parlor where the Chickering Square Grand was a square grand piano. The photo's a little bit grainy, and we can't quite tell if it was a Chickering or a Steinway, but we know that a piano sat in that spot. So it's likely that the sounds of the time period just echoed throughout the halls and kind of set that incredible ambiance.
Maybe not this particular piano, however, it occupies the space.
Yes, it does occupy the space where a piano once stood.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. That's 3.
Yes, that's 3. Moving on September 26th, we have the Elegant Evening at the Clark House. And folks who drive by on the exterior have noticed probably that there's been some paint work done, some repairs to the mansion. And that's what this event typically showcases and supports. It's an opportunity to show off the work that has been done to our generous supporters, and then to show people what still needs to be done to the mansion. It's a very old structure, built in between 1869 and 1870, and for its age, it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
So,
well, those sorts of buildings, of course, with the historical significance that they have, it's not something you cover over with aluminum siding.
No.
So it actually takes scraping them down and painting them and all of those things.
It does, and repeatedly. As soon as you finish one job, it seems that the next job has to begin. So, but you're correct. Both the Armory and the Clark House are on the National Register of Historic Places. So the National Park Service has indicated that is a nationally historical significant structure. And Silas Clark was a prominent local figure, helped found the Normal School, and served on the Pennsylvania Supreme Court as a justice. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
So there are certain procedures.
Yes, there are.
That you can and cannot use.
We can't put neon lights up.
We
can't put neon lights up. We can't slap on that aluminum siding. Certain things can't be removed or adjusted. But it helps to sort of maintain that historic charm that the town of Indiana has. During that time period, it was right after the Civil War, and there was a lot of unique architecture going up. Our courthouse, a lot of the buildings you see down in Philadelphia Street here, gives Indiana that sort of historic charm.
Well, that whole neighborhood in which the Clark House sits
Yes.
is a historic neighborhood with a lot of the original houses there.
Yes, many of the original houses.
Now, did Silas Clark have cable TV?
Not that I'm aware of.
Fiber optics, any of those things?
No, but not even indoor plumbing.
Okay.
Yeah, not even indoor plumbing. The most technologically advanced thing they would have likely had was natural gas at lamps within the house, which would have been huge for the time.
Yeah, yeah. And no big screen.
No big screen. I think he had one of those tube TVs.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's September 26th. And
Yes.
Is that a ticketed event?
That's a ticketed event, and there'll be hors d'oeuvres, entertainment, and folks will be able to sort of mingle with each other, enjoy the evening, and appreciate the setting of the house.
Yeah, wonderful. All right, so that's 4 events that you told us out of 5 that will take place this month.
Yes, and finally, on September 30th at 6:30, a free event. We have Fireside Tales with Jeffrey Frazier. And we all like a good ghost story, or there's a tale that we've all heard of local lore. And Jeffrey has been collecting those for the last couple decades and assembling them into a series of books called Fireside Tales. And he will be in the Clark House. We're going to have the lights low with a sort of a campfire setting, and he's going to share some of those stories.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Nice, nice. So and in the parlor, I presume.
Yes, in the parlor.
All right.
Yes.
How many people can fit in there?
Well, so we're going to adjust the event based on the number of RSVPs. So the space is limited, but if we're going to start out in the parlors, go to the great room, which can hold about 50 people. And if we need to, we'll bump next door to the armory. Yes.
All right. So ticketed or no?
Free event?
Free event.
Yeah, free event. Likely to be s'mores. So
There you go.
yes.
There
so
you go. Well, I know Silas Clark was a big fan of s'mores.
a huge fan.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they would have had all the proper
Hershey bars.
Hershey bar. I don't
Hershey
think
bars,
Hershey's-
marshmallows, all of those different things.
Yeah, I don't know if Hershey would have been bars would have been invented yet. Chocolate would have been expensive.
Well, we'll go up and look in some of the cupboards there. You'll find out. Probably his original groceries are still there. See if he has graham crackers, all those things.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a slip of paper behind one of the cupboards there that had such information.
Yeah, a grocery list. at least.
Exactly.
That would be fun. Well, it's a great celebration of the Silas Clark House itself when you hold events such as this.
Yes, we're pleased to use it. Something like that, the public and the community deserves to see and interact with. That's why we preserve it. That's kind of our passion, to make it available so that people can see it and experience that time period.
Yeah, it's a wonderful look back at the way things used to be.
A lot to clean, I can tell you that much. I don't envy the people who took the time to clean those carpets, those floors, those windows. It's a full-time job.
Silas had a staff.
He definitely had. Now we have record of that. He definitely had
Yeah.
two on-site staff members.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they were calloused a little bit. So all of that will be happening. That's a wonderful, wonderful big event schedule that you have.
Yes, and there's just as much planned for October. So,
Oh, wow.
yes, but
All right.
I don't think we have time to talk about that today.
Not today. All right. So Historical and Genealogical Society, where do people get information about all of this?
So they can go again to our website, hgsic.org, or they're welcome to stop by our offices in the museum at 621 Wayne Avenue, or give us a call at 724-463-9600, and we'd be happy to connect you with historical records, help with some genealogy, or talk about one of our upcoming events.
Beautiful. Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Todd.
Appreciate it. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Boomer Sports brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking.